Hello, and welcome to this introduction of Moringa, the miracle plant, and the very first clinical essential oils. My name is Joseph Zenner. I'll be taking you through this quick PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to kind of fly through it a bit, but I'll leave some links throughout this video that you can check back and dig more into this. You can always go to researchmoringa.com to learn more about this amazing plant. It's a third-party research site. And you can go to ameo.com to learn more about the oils, and we'll dig a little more into that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, though. We're going to do a little quick screen share. This is about the most you'll see of me tonight. It's going to screen share after this. I wore my nice jacket only for 20 seconds. You guys are worth it. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start. I haven't used this too often, but I want to make sure. There we go. All right. So this is called the Natural Health Revolution. CJ is leading the Natural Health Revolution. We also have a movement called the Moringa Movement. And we have something called Life Unlimited, which is about living life fully and truly and being financially free and doing what you actually desire instead of working a job that you're not so fond of. You know, come up with a plan B, and find a new way. So, then that way is, this is not going to be about an opportunity. You're going to notice most of these slides are not about business, and they're not about making money. This is about helping people get healthy, helping them understand the true reality of what's going on in this country right now, in America and in the world, in terms of health, and just showing people a better way, an easier way, not something super difficult that's going to be, you know, hard for anyone to follow. Okay, so this is kind of where we're at. Our health and wellness is under attack. You know, we got 6 of the top 10 causes of death are directly linked to diet. 2/3 of the world population is overweight. 3/4 pounds is the amount of sugar the average person consumes per day. That's just crazy. 85% of the world's population doesn't meet the minimum amount of exercise each week. And, you know, a lot of people beat themselves up over that, but that's because they don't have the energy. When you have the energy, you can, you know, get things done like that. Like, I'm not a big gym guy, but when I have energy, I do things outside. I go do some yoga. I'll play some sports. I'm more of an, you know, active person than a gym person. But at any rate, it's all about giving people the energy that then they could turn into a nice workout where they're not having to use so much willpower and push uphill to get to the gym and try to work out, because they just are so exhausted already. 70% of the world's population is on at least one prescription medication. That's kind of crazy. $3,200 is the cost spent per household in the healthcare system to address weight-related health challenges a year. So when people are talking about, oh, that's so expensive, you know, in terms of getting healthy, I think people are forgetting some of these costs, not to mention, you know, pharmaceuticals. I mean, it all adds up, you know, doctor bills, pharmaceuticals. Like, I tell people, if you really think you can't afford to get healthy and the right health products, go price coffins. They're super, super expensive. Kind of half a joke and half serious there, you know. 6 trillion, this is the estimated size of the food industry, making it the largest in the world. So I think most people that would, you know, come onto a webinar or watch a YouTube video such as this already know there's a food crisis. So I don't need to get too into that, but, you know, just to know that there's a crisis and we need to find a solution for ourselves and for our family. A natural health revolution is needed to change our outlook on health and wellness. You know, the first step is NOURISH. Over 2,800,000 deaths are attributed to improper nutrition. You know, people are literally, a lot of overweight people are dying of malnutrition. It's kind of crazy. They're eating empty calories, and so their bodies are always telling them they're hungry, yet their cells are starving because they're just not getting what they desire. And so that's why a lot of people live with hunger most of the time. And when you start to give your body what it actually needs, that hunger goes away. The whole thing about, you know, food equals energy, that is not correct. Food is energy up to a certain point, and then it completely reverses. And the more food you eat, the less energy you have. It's a direct reverse proportion. So to say food is energy is very deceiving, because it's only up to a certain point, and that's a very small amount of food compared to what most Americans, for example, eat. So the next step will be restore. Over 100,000 deaths are attributed to over-medication. You know, this is an issue a lot of the people on my team are helping people with. You know, we've got over 100 holistic practitioners just on my team alone, over 300 people total. this is something we love to help people with, get off of these pharmaceuticals. And it's not just about these plants and these products helping people to do that. It's more about a lifestyle change and a shift. And, the beauty of it is when you start taking these plants, you're going to have the energy. You're going to have you're going to have less appetite, which is going to make it way easier to make better choices. So everything kind of comes together and it starts to spiral in the right direction for you. Condition: over 5 million deaths are attributed to inactivity. So again, this is about, having the energy to get out there and do some active things. Small changes can make a big difference in our health and wellness. ZG International leads the natural health revolution. While other companies attempt to excel in a single category, ZG International leads in all 3 areas. Naturally nourished through core moringa, and we'll talk about the moringa plant in a moment. Naturally restore through Ameo essential oils. We'll talk about those too. Naturally condition with Ripstick's fitness supplements and an active lifestyle. So we have these 3 product lines within this one company that can pretty much address most things. And I don't really feel like, in terms of a health coach, I don't feel like I have a gap in my product line. And with some of the companies I've endorsed in the past, there has been a gap. Okay, so this is one of my idols and mentors. I've interviewed this guy on my radio show. You can look up his name and my name, Joseph Zenner and Dr. Joshua Plant. You can see the interview I did with him. He was on point that day, as he always is. ZG is on the forefront of implementation of natural solutions for today's problems. The natural health revolution has inspired numerous other world-class scientists, medical doctors, healthcare professionals, and educators to join in the council of formulation and product development. And the cool thing about this is there's new doctors and scientists joining our team all the time. Our advisory board, our company, they're endorsing us. People like Dr. Daniel Penowell, who had gone 30 years as an expert in essential oils and had never endorsed a company, despite many, many companies asking him for that endorsement. When Ameo finally came around a couple years ago, he made the decision to finally endorse a company because he finally felt that someone was doing it right. We'll get into why that is in a moment. I'm going to bounce off here just a second. I just want to make sure that I was hearing these tings. I want to make sure that okay, I'm just going to kill Facebook there so I don't have to hear that anymore. All right, here we go. Back into the slideshow. Oh, so at any rate, I just want to make that they weren't seeing my screen or something, but I think you guys are seeing the screen just fine. Okay, we need to naturally nourish. 87% of us are undernourished in at least one key nutrient. Our food chain contains just a fraction of nutrition it once did. I think most people are aware of that. The soil is being depleted. We're just not getting the nutrients and minerals that we used to get in our foods. So synthetic nutrients, which have flooded the chain, are detrimental to our health and wellness. And these same synthetic nutrients are what a lot of companies are putting into their vitamins. When I got into health and really started studying it about 6 or 7 years ago, I really thought when I gave up chemical engineering that I was looking for the perfect vitamin. Let me just find the perfect vitamin and that'll be what'll get people to health. And what I've come to for so many years now is that vitamins are not really the way to go. Liquid nutrition is way more critical, whether it be your juicing, your superfoods, you're putting them in a blender, or you're having powders like the moringa powders, which combines all parts of the plant. I mean, whichever direction you're going, if you keep things liquid, it's much more bioavailable. It's just easier for your body to synthesize into its normal operation. So Moringa Oleifera, this is our miracle plant. This is the solution to today's nutrient deficiency. And you can see all these different graphs on protein and vitamin C. Moringa has more protein even than beef or salmon or yogurt. So for those that are vegans or vegetarians, or even those that are becoming more and more vegan and vegetarian like myself, I'm not one of those, but I am eating more and more vegan and vegetarian meals every day. For quite a few years now, I've been eating more and more and more. I'm probably at about 60 or 70% non-meat in my meals. And so moringa has that leafy vegetable protein, which so many people are looking for. And you can see a lot of people are into pea protein right now. And pea protein is great. It's amazing. But look at where it lands on the chart compared to moringa. If you can't see it very well, it's about a 60 in milligrams per gram. And moringa is right around 270, it looks like, milligrams per gram. So 4 times the calcium of milk, 3 times the potassium of bananas, 2 times the protein of yogurt, 4 times the vitamin A of carrots, 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. It's like, Are you kidding me? Like, how does one plant have all of this? It just does. That's why they call it the miracle plant. And by the way, Moringa is not working miracles on people's bodies. It's finally giving our bodies what our bodies have been craving, what our bodies have been deficient of, and our body does the miracles. You know, I think most people realize that our body is the miracle here. We just got to give it all the things it needs so that it can perform its own healing and its own miracles. Cool stuff. All right, Zija leads on Moringa quality. This is one of my frustrations being, you know, part of the Moringa movement, educating people on Moringa. I post a lot on my Facebook, send out emails, and I'll get people coming back and say, oh yeah, you know, I tried some Moringa. I got some at Whole Foods. And, you know, myself and Joel McNinch did a video recently. You can search our two names, Joseph Zenner and Joel McNinch, and find the video we did. But he talks very in depth about why our Moringa is better. So I'll let that video go into more detail of that. But I'm just going to say really quickly, you know, our Moringa is raised without chemicals. It's shade dried to ensure nutrients remain intact. A lot of the, most of the Moringa out there, in fact, all of the Moringa that I've seen is only leaf powder. It doesn't have the fruit or the seeds like we do. And it's sun dried, which means the enzymes have been damaged by the sun. So we shade dry ours to, you know, leave the nutrients intact and protect the enzymes. Harvested carefully by hand. Ours comes from South India. Manufactured by cutting-edge facilities. Both, well, in Utah, we have a pharmacopoeia certified facility, which is one of 5 in the States. Really a big deal. Quality control from start to finish. So like I said, there's a whole video Joel and I did on this, so you can dig more into it. You can join my YouTube channel below. You can subscribe to that and find that video on there if that's an easier way to get to it. Okay, now we have the weight management program we're going to talk a little bit about. You know, we can naturally nourish through core Moringa products for a 1-2-3 weight management system. By the way, it's called weight management because it's not just about cutting weight or reducing pounds. A lot of people are like, well, I'm already too skinny and I don't really want to lose any weight. Well, we have a buddy named Lucian Fernandez who had always been on the skinny side, had always tried to gain some weight. And when he went on our program, he gained 12 pounds. So it balances, you know, it gets your body to where it's wanting to be. It can reduce fat cells, but it also increases lean muscle mass. So I think most of us know that muscle mass weighs more than fat. So when we put people on a program, we want them to take pictures of themselves and measure. The scale is not going to mean as much. And this is with any good toxic cleansing program. So we have Core Moringa has numerous other products to facilitate accelerated weight management results. So this is just a few, like on nutrition, this is our main step. This is Supermix, has pure Moringa with some mango and some other things to make it palatable. And then we have the Smart Mix which has Hishu Wu. And then we have the XM Plus, which has a little bit of caffeine. So if you want a little bit of natural caffeine in your daily routine, you can add that. And then the second step is appetite suppression. You could either go with the XM Burn there, or you can go with the XM AM if you don't want to be as intense. XM Burn is quite a bit of energy. I mean, you don't want to be taking that if you're going to be in a cubicle all day or sitting on a couch. And then we have the XM PM for nighttime. Go over to step 3. This is where we get into the teas. The daily tea is about appetite suppression, mood enhancement, and the detoxification tea called the premium tea. That's the workhorse of our program. That helps to cleanse the colon, get things moving. Like the analogy I like to use is if you're going to clean your house, the first logical step is to clean your garage so that you have places to put things. As you clean out your house, you can step them into the garage, and then the next step would be either give them away or give them the Goodwill or whatnot. But if we're going to toxic cleanse our body, we want to make sure that we cleanse the colon first, because otherwise we're going to be knocking things loose and toxins loose in the body. And if our colon is still compacted and we're behind on our, you know, disposal system, then we're just gonna, those toxins are gonna line up there and not do our body any good. So we want to make sure first step is to toxic cleanse the colon, and then the plant will naturally start to move on to other parts of the body, like, you know, cleansing the liver, the kidney, the brain, the heart, the blood, all these things. Excuse me. Okay, naturally nourish the skin. So we have a whole skincare line called Gen M. So it turns out if you're going to play with Moringa, and a lot of people want to grow Moringa and eat it themselves and whatnot, you got to really know what you're doing. We don't mess with the root at all with this company. If you do mess with the root, it can be very, very dangerous. If you ingest the oil from the seeds, it can be very dangerous. You might have seen earlier that we do use the seeds, but that's after we extract the oil. This oil, however, is amazing at, anti-aging. So we've created this entire skincare line based on the moringa oil. And you see the two brown bottles there at the bottom. The Zija oil is more on the pure moringa side. And then the body oil has a lot of things like avocado and jojoba and things, that are diluents so that you can reach more of your body with this moringa oil. And it says each moringa product has been formulated by Zija's team of scientists. We refuse to use chemicals or harsh man-made substances in our feel-good products. This is an amazing line. You can get 10 trial packs for $50 and hand it out to a few friends. Try it yourself. Most people just absolutely love it. The need to naturally restore. Hundreds of thousands of deaths each year are attributed to mismedication and overmedication. Cost of good health today is at an all-time high, with the average household pouring $1,400 a month into the healthcare system. So this is just crazy, and we get from time to time people will say, oh, $3 a day, I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford that. How can you afford not to? And like our buddy Tommy Chapa says, $3 a day is expensive compared to what? What are you comparing it to? Where can you get all of these nutrients and minerals and omegas and antioxidants and anti-inflammatories? How can you put all that in your blender for less than $3? It's impossible. And we truly do not have a competitor right now. No one has what we have. So essential oils are nature's treasure trove. Tens of thousands of scientific articles and institutions across the globe recognize the health benefits of essential oils across dozens of health challenges. They can be used aromatic, topical, or internal. If you have interest in learning more about these oils, we do entire classes on just the oils. So, subscribe to my channel below. Keep an eye out on Joseph Zenner, ZENNER.com/events for future events, both online and some of them, will be all over. And if you live in a certain area and you'd like to learn more about this product line, this company, you can go to Zija Events and find out where some local events are as well. Just to throw that out there. Okay, this is Ameo Essential Oils, leads in naturally restoring. This is kind of a little history. They had been studying this since 1985, but they didn't actually release these oils until late 2014. And then, they introduced the clinical grade. They introduced cell active permeable. They introduced the KCO2 analysis, the epigenome. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to bounce off of here real quick and go over to here. And I wanted to show y'all, so if you go to, I'm just going to start fresh here. If you go to just ameo.com like that, and then you go to Media Center, Studio Z, and then if you go down to Ameo, this is where you can find all the videos that explain why we are different than most essential oil companies. Well, we're different than all other essential oil companies. We're differentiated by these ways. So you can check out all these things. I'm not going to go through that right now because I'm trying to keep this class under a half hour. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and go to Ameo Difference. I just want to show you all this real quick. You can go here, and on every oil, there's a batch code. And I wrote one down. It's 34256. This is just a sample one on lemon. So I'm going to hit search here. And so you can use that number if you need to, 34256, and you can see the process that we put the oils through before we call them Ameo. And this right here is a really neat video that describes how our oils will permeate through the cell membrane.
Confirms that the oil is entering the cells and becoming active inside of them.
Yeah, so I'm not going to show that whole thing, but I wanted you to see where to find that on your own if you have that interest. I'm going to go back to here. They're going to make me do this each time. Okay, I can do that. All right, Ameo provides essential oils that can be used throughout the day. It's going through peppermint, lemon, and true lavender. This is our, these three oils actually make up our seasonal oils. People have some seasonal concerns health-wise. I can't say the A word, so just work with me here. The FDA doesn't allow me to say diagnoses, but people get things seasonally, and peppermint, lemon, and lavender can help with those seasonal health concerns. And you can see the other oils. We have a great intro kit for $140. You can get your $20 wholesale membership waived, which is all it costs to get wholesale. And you can get a free diffuser and these 9 oils. So it's a really good deal. You can see the oils down below. We need to naturally condition. Twice as many people die from a sedentary lifestyle as they do from being overweight. Naturally conditioning has shown various health benefits: decrease in stress, increase in relationship value, decrease in weight, increased energy, and enhanced mental clarity. Can't beat that. So this is our third product line. It's called Ripsticks, and this is about working out. You know, we've got the 4 pillars. Ignite is about the pre-workout. This like really gives you the energy to rock through your workout. Fuel is during the workout. Fuel is really great for you know, marathon runners, anyone that's doing something endurance type athletics. Recover is amazing for getting over your workout, not being sore. And then Hydrate, of course, is your healthy version of Gatorade. We've got lots of electrolytes and nutrients in there. That's $1 a pack. I mean, you know, to take Gatorade for $2 when you can get a better version for $1, and even kids love it. You know, if you want to know if something actually tastes good, give it to a 3-year-old, and they'll tell you. They're not gonna be polite. So kids love this stuff. For all ages. The Hydrate is not the other 3, by the way. The Hydrate is for all ages. And on the Moringa side, the Super Mix is for all ages. You can mix it with 16 ounces and use 1 ounce per year of age, if you want to give your kids Super Mix. Okay, sharing the natural health revolution. A struggling economy. We've got 2/3 of Americans would struggle to cover a $1,000 emergency. 4/5 of U.S. adults struggle with joblessness, near poverty, or reliance on welfare. 3/5 of U.S. households do not have 3 months of emergency funds to cover expenses in case of job loss, sickness, or economic downturn. You know, this is the case for so many of us, and it's like, you know, when are we going to figure out that we're just not as secure as we think we are in these jobs? You know, if you lose your job, things crumble really quickly for most people. You know, some people have a nest egg, but most don't. The ZJ opportunity. Why the industry of network marketing? Well, there's a low cost of entry for our company. It's $20 whole. I mean, that huge cost to start a business. When true business owners find that out, they're like, you got to be kidding me, $20? Great tax breaks, you know, amazing tax breaks. We can get into that with whoever sent you to this video. Personal development. We're always working on personal development. My team and I are constantly reading books and watching webinars and just always looking at ways to set goals better and just become better people. Leverage residual income, time freedom and flexibility, unlimited income potential. That's my favorite part. There really is no limit. You know, I've got a couple of mentors in this business that have made 7 figures, and I can get them on the phone anytime, you know, and these guys are great, and they help us out in so many ways. It's a home-based business. You work for yourself. You're your own CEO. You're never going to have a boss telling you should be doing something, or you know, telling you what to do. You kind of get to set your own hours. You get to do what you wish. And if you want leadership and mentorship and you want to be coachable, then yeah, that's all there for you. And someone in your support team can help you out in that way. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Yeah, our team, I mean, the team I work with is amazing. I've got people that I would love to do long distance vacations with, like long-term vacations, I should say. And those people are my team. So we're going to be traveling the world together. We already travel together to, you know, more locally. We go to Austin from Houston and Dallas and such, but we're about to start branching out. We've got teams all over the country and now all over the globe. You know, just my team alone is in over 25 states and 5 countries. So things are moving really fast. Here's ZJ's founder. This is Kenneth Brailsford. He's an industry icon. He's known as the father of herbal encapsulation. He was actually the first person that realized, hey, people don't like the taste of some of these herbs that are good for them. Let's put them in capsules. He was actually happily retired when a buddy of his said he wanted to show him a business opportunity. And he said he only looked because it was a really good friend. He knew that he wasn't going to come out of retirement. But after he saw this Discovery Channel documentary called Moringa the Miracle Tree, which anybody can find on YouTube, or you can go to researchmoringa.com, and the videos there as well, including a lot of great nutritional information on this tree. And when he figured out what this tree was and all it had in it, he said he was spiritually called to start a company based around this product, or this plant, I should say. And that's just what he's done. And I mentioned the oils are relatively new, as are the ripsticks. The Moringa products have been around for 10 years. And, you know, there's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that have had miracle stories on this plant. And we just simply, right now, at least, we have the best form of it by far. Benefits of sharing. We got fast start commissions. Every time one of your personally enrolled places his or her first order within 28 days of enrollment, you earn a percentage of the volume of that order. You've got team commissions. The compensation plan allows you to be compensated based on successfully building a team. 90-day rank run, achieving the ranks of bronze to triple diamond for the first time, and achieving that rank for 3 more cycles can qualify you to receive a one-time bonus of $500 to $5,000. This is really exciting. I mean, like I said, we're not going to talk about business a lot here, but the beauty of this is, you know, we're not doing this by sharing a business opportunity. We're doing this by transforming the health of families. And then the word spreads and it becomes a business opportunity. And the reality is, if we can retire people from having to work, they're just going to be able to help more and more people get on this plant, get on these oils, get on the ripstick supplements, and transform their lives. So, excuse me. So it's a really great way to get free and to live financially free and to live a life unlimited. It's pretty amazing. Rewards of sharing the Zija opportunity. We got the Zija Rewards program. We got the Bronze Success Trips. We got Diamond Club, other ways to earn income sharing Zija. There's a profit participation plan. When you get up to certain ranks, they start sharing the profits. I mean, the whole company's profits, not just people that are on your team, but everything the company's doing goes into a pool, and then they pay percentages of that. It's pretty amazing. The importance of timing. You know, you got your momentum stage right there. Today is right before. I mean, we are actually, I think, already into our momentum stage. It's not that our momentum stage is about to start. We're already in that stage. However, we have a huge opportunity in that 98 to 99% of people in the United States have not heard of Moringa Oleifera. That is an amazing opportunity, not only from a business perspective, but just in terms of changing the health of the country's perspective. And of course, like I said, we're open in over 50 countries. So the opportunity here is just monumental. I mean, it's incredible. And the Moringa movement is about sharing information about this plant. And yeah, we have the best Moringa on the planet. So of course, people that want to try it, we've got the best for them to try. But even if they just hear about it and they grow it themselves, I mean, as long as they're safe and they know what they're doing, that's fine too. I mean, we're spreading the word about this plant. But, you know, watch the video Joel and I did, and you'll see why it's important to, you know, if you're going to take something, take the best of the best, right? Tools and training. We got customer and distributor support, online tools, Life Unlimited mobile app, and then you got business training. Get started today. So choose your product kit, get in where you fit in. A lot of the kits start giving away more and more free product as you get up there. The $200 kits, you're getting about 60 to 80 in free product. 330s, you're getting you know, about $500 in product total. Then you get up to 660, you're getting over $1,000 in product for that 660. And then you got your 1320 packs, you're getting over $2,000 in product now. So, you know, if you want to start a serious business, start with a serious kit and have enough to share, have enough to give some samples out, have enough to give people an experience on this product. You can sell little mini kits that give people like a week's worth of product to try out. Register for Zija Summit. That's coming up September 23rd, 2016. For those that are seeing this video before that, I highly recommend doing everything you can to get to that summit. I've got a team of people that, you know, not everyone can just afford to jump on a plane and get over there. So we're renting a van, you know, and not everyone can afford a hotel. So we're cramming into hotel rooms like sardines. Like, we are going to make it happen. And if you are taking this seriously, I highly recommend you get into this summit. It's going to be 10,000 people, like-minded, nutrition-minded, amazing, open-minded folks that it's just going to be a lot of fun. Start sharing Zija's products and opportunities. Here's a little bit about our kits. Join the revolution. Already mentioned a little bit about this. So enough products to try personally at the $200 level. More like 330, you're getting enough for a couple people to try it. 660, now you have enough to share with your family. 1320, now you can share with family, friends, create samples from meetings and additional prospecting and whatnot. So here's the fundamentals of sharing. This is a very, very simple system, and most people get into their ego and they think they know how to do it better. They think they know, well, maybe they say I shouldn't talk to my friends about it, and I shouldn't, you know, just share information without permission. But I know better. I know I can talk to my friends. But the thing is, when we don't get permission to share with people and we try to memorize a bunch of things and then spit it back at people, they basically just hear that we've memorized something and they're thinking they're trying to be sold to. Whereas if we make our prospect list, we pique their interest with as few words as possible, by the way. Hey, I'm just curious. Have you ever heard of Moringa? No, what's that? That's a peak right there. That's the best peak, actually. It's like, no, what's that? Pass them off to some information. Send them a video. And this is where it's important for you to have watched a few videos. If you're sending an entrepreneur a video, you want to send them to something like massiveresults.org. Whereas someone that's more resistant to business or to network marketing, let's say, you can send them to researchmoringa.com, because that's a third-party site. There's no business on that site. It's just all about the plant. And then number 4 is, once they've watched the video, and you want to ask them when they can watch the video by. You want to get with them right after they watched it. Hey, what did you like best about it? They're going to share what they liked best about it. And then when they have any question, you're going to plug them into a 3-way call with one of your support team. The best way to do that is when they say, hey, how do I get this? Or, hey, tell me more about this. You say, that's a great question, but I'm new. Let me get you on the phone with someone that can answer all your questions. And we can see, how to move forward with this. Is right now good for you to get on a 3-way call? And then you plug them into that call. And then you promote. Promoting is about attraction marketing, sending people to, online events such as this. Promoting it in many different ways. We can talk, other classes we'll do about internet marketing and attraction marketing. And then personal development is critical in terms of keeping moving forward. Of all the people that are millionaires in network marketing, and I've met probably over 40 or 50 millionaires in network marketing in my 6 or 7 years career in doing this, every single one of them was amazing. Like, you do not make it to the 7-figure level in this industry without being an amazing person. In other words, you have to be a good listener. You have to be a team player. You have to be willing to support others. Otherwise, you don't have those skills, you're not going to make it. So you're not going to rise to the top. So if you want to be successful in this, you have to learn these skills. You have to become a great listener. It's very critical that you understand the importance of supporting the people on your team. It's not just about you. We rise up together. I cannot be successful in this business without helping the people on my team rise up with me. It's impossible. And that's a beautiful thing, in my opinion. Okay, prospect list. Your future customers and distributors. Make a list of people that like and trust you, who would try this out just because it's you. People that are coachable, people that are influential, winners, desire, people that have great desires, personality. What we don't want is people that have that energy that you don't want to be around. Don't become a business partner with someone that has a lot of drama in their life or brings a lot of drama to your life, even worse. And don't, bring someone on that complains all the time. That's not going to all of a sudden change when they join your company or join your business. Got to take my oils and get rid of this cough here. Okay, peak. Discover a need and provide a solution. Ask more questions to find their needs. Sorry. Collect useful information. How is your job going? What are your goals? What do you like to do for fun? This is where you're listening. You're understanding what it would take to enhance their life. And then you can help them understand how living a life unlimited and having a huge passive income can help anyone live a happier life. Like they say, money doesn't buy happiness, but I've never seen anyone frowning on a wave runner, right? Provide CJ as a solution. Bam, less is more. Pass, provide a potential solution. Introduction to a Zija International video. You can go to zija123.com. Lifestyle video that matches the prospect. That's what I was talking about earlier. The Zija Wellness and Success newspaper, you can buy those and hand them out. Corporate phone calls, you can get on those calls. You can get on both Tommy Chapa and Joel McNinch's group text messages if you're not. You can get their cell phone. I'm not going to give out their cell phone numbers here, but you can get their cell phone numbers and request that you be put on their group messages, and they will remind you of the corporate phone calls. Pass, not class. I don't even know what that means. I just said it like I know what it means. Pass, not class. Well, there you go. And that's all I got to say about that. I don't know what that means. Plug. Get prospects in front of a qualified leader. This is what I was talking earlier about. Plug them into your upline or someone who can validate, support, and lead them to the next step. Ask, do you know enough now to start your journey? And if they don't, what do they need to know to start their journey? And here's your little funnel. You peak them with some exposure. 2% becomes sponsored. That 2% becomes, 2 exposures becomes 5%. Yeah, all the way down. 5 exposures becomes 80%. 6+ exposures becomes 80+. Sponsored, blah, blah, blah. And promote, starting your journey, things to do right away. Personal, you can launch your event. You can have a home party, team training calls, training events. On the corporate side, Zija Summit, September 23rd in Utah. Corporate calls. And then we've got, of course, we talked about personal development. One book that's not on here I highly recommend for anyone getting into this is Conscious Language by Robert Tennyson Stevens. But the book GoPro is amazing as well. That's it for that presentation. There's one other thing I wanted to show y'all real quick is this site. This is called drinklife.com. Why can't I say this? drinklifein.com. I think it's time to end the webinar. My speech is starting to be impaired. So drinklifein.com, you can go and find the media center here and click on product down here. And then you can go to number 2 and Zija weight management system. And this is where Dr. Plant explains the weight management system. And it can just show you a little bit about each of those. So so that's a great way to learn more about that. And if you want to try these products and you have been sent to this video by someone, the best thing to do is just get with them and tell them you're ready to try it, and they can help you figure out what's the best package and what's the best way to get you the best deal for your budget. Like I said, it's $20 wholesale membership fee. That's a no-brainer. With the higher packs of $330 above, or even the 140 oil kit, that $20 is waived. So don't let that stop you for sure. And I think that's it. You know, in terms of the Moringa movement, it's a bigger deal than just helping a bunch of people trim their thighs and look better in bikinis. This is transforming blood chemistry for so many people. It's helping people get off of pharmaceuticals. And the exciting part is, you know, it's allowing a lot of us to rise up together, become financially free, and, you know, move into a paradigm that we can get things done in a way that has never been done before. Like when you look at conscious communities, like, yeah, it's great to have the intention to create a conscious community, but what if you have 20 people that are making $10,000 or more passively per month? Now what's possible in creating a conscious community, you know? And I'll tell you what's possible. We're gonna build freaking pyramids, big ones. That's what's possible. Thank you so much for joining me. If you joined the Google Hangout, I appreciate it. If you're watching the YouTube video later, please subscribe below. I'll put some links down there that are going to have some ways to find additional information. If you want to keep in touch with future events, like I said, josephzenner.com/events. I want to thank you for joining, and namaste, y'all. Much love and peace.